Hello viewers, it's Super GT here. Welcome to another episode of the Stock Car Challenge. Now, this one is the Bugatti EB110, kindly suggested to me in the previous video. This guy's going to go breakdancing before he's even got to turn 1. His life has been ruined within 5 seconds of starting the race. It's not gone well. But then again, that is Mount Panorama for you. Probably, in my estimation, one of the worst first corners in the game, or definitely one of the worst. But we've got through it just about okay. Ferrari very slow there. We're into 16th from the back of the pack, and we know what that means. That's going to be a couple of people who have to destroy their Xbox One console come the end of the race, should they not be able to get back past me. So we're going to come up the hill, the very twisty section of the circuit. We do have 2 very long straights though, where this car should excel. Now these guys ahead are ghosted. The Lamborghini doesn't notice that, but the Lancia does. Goes straight through 4 of us there. Lamborghini could have gained 2 positions quite easily, but failed to notice the ghosts. So we're going to round out the top of the mountain. Lamborghini goes all over the grass, goes wide into the wall. I'm up the inside, and then this guy in the BMW is just going to rejoin. Well, that's just a classic rejoin really, isn't it? Just come straight back onto the track. Now, coming down the back straight, this is where this car does excel. As you can see here, gaining quite nicely even on a Noble, although the Noble got blocked off by the BMW. So, well, he's going to give him a nice punt off the track. That's going to give me 2 positions, up into 13th. Someone else is off on the track. Going to come across, and I'm through into 12th. Thank you very much for that. So, actually, not too bad of a first lap in the Bugatti. And then rounding out lap 1 in 12th out of 22. Now, we're going to chase down the Lancia at the end of lap number 2. You can just see just how quick this car is down the straight. 180 miles an hour coming down the back straight into the chicane. So that is a sign of things to come, let's say, before we go to lap number 3. Here it is, lap number 3 then. Still trying to reel in this Lancia, who was fast through the hilly section. And then at the end of the straight we're going to gain, but then, oh my god, what the hell happened there? We're going to take another look, because that was some absolute dramatic stuff. Obviously my skills showing off today, just going through the tiniest of gaps. And then these guys are all going to have to finish behind me. I finished the race in 8th place, beating 13 people. There they are. You know what you have to do, guys. You have to do a bit of this. Set your console on fire, smash it up with an axe, and Bill Gates will not be happy. He will not be happy at all. Now, Daytona. This was quite a rubbish race, and the start really kind of proves it. Just look at that. That's just pure filth. 4 GTs going to try and spin me round, but I come through in 7th, and then in the end finish 8th with a stylish finish going sideways. So another 8th position. Quite a lot of people are getting beat, far too many really, as we go to Spa-Francorchamps, starting the race in 12th out of 22. The Porsche pulls off to the side. I'm going to go to the outside of the Honda touring car, and well, it's just going to get very messy. Through turn 1, just about escaped that guy who went flying through. And then we come down to the long, I don't even know what the name of this corner is, but it's a long one, so that's good enough for me. And then coming out of the left-hander down the hill, Corvette on the outside, just going to tap me round. Okay then, no worries, let's rejoin before Blanchimont. And then we're going to go too wide. We're going to make contact, and then, well, he's just going to completely lose control. Not sure if he got tapped around there, couldn't quite see. But then, if you judge by this, the fact that he can't drive his car at all, then probably he just went round on his own. So that guy clearly needs some practice in that car, or should just turn on traction control. So we come to the end of the race. I'm in 10th position, so not too bad, inside the top 10. Could be worse. And then the Porsche is just going to go flying around the outside. He obviously knows what's up. He knows what's up. He has to beat Super GT, otherwise he has to smash up his console. I'm not too keen on that. I'll give him a bit of a nudge. The Corvette comes out of nowhere, pushes him into the Honda. I'm back round. Unfortunately, the Corvette actually gets past us. The Honda thinks it was my fault that the Corvette smashed the Porsche into him. Oh well, we finish in 10th. The Corvette just snuck through there, and there's a list of unlucky people. Now Road Atlanta, a good chance again. We do have that long back straight. Check out the launcher of this thing. It's an absolute missile off the line, this thing. It really does have some great speed, similar to the Bugatti Veyron in many ways. Just a rocket in a line, but a bit heavy around the corners. Very tricky to handle. And well, we're coming up to the handling section here, the S's. It's going to be a good test. KTM Crossbow up ahead. Give him a few nudges. And we're just going to use the power to go to the left-hand side. Car off on the right-hand side. We're going to go sideways, or two abreast through the S's. The Crossbow gets ahead though. Don't really fancy going two abreast through there for too long. So 7th place, not too bad. 8th place by the time we get to the lap number 4, and that was the Crossbow. Our friend in the Crossbow is behind us. It's going to be a good battle towards the line here. So the back straight, you can see where the strength of this car is in straight line speed. I gained about 200, nearly 300 feet in just half the straight there. And then into the chicane, the Crossbow is just going to reel me straight back in. 7th place is on the cards here, coming down into the final bend, and well, typical KTM Crossbow driving really, and it's just a very tragic ending to what could have been a very promising race. So this is by no means over. We have another race to try and beat this guy. In fact, I beat him in the first race, so he should have really turned his console off there and then and done what he had to do, but he didn't. So we're going to make sure he knows what he has to do at Silverstone. This is going to be the final race of the video, and my final chance to beat the KTM Crossbow noobs around the national circuit. 6 laps of chaos, but the thing maybe on my side is it is a bit of a power track, so in that respect I am a little bit lucky. So let's see what we can do then into the first major corner. Just about to stick on, oh actually, no we're not, Ferrari F40 out of nowhere. And then we are just going to have a bit of a nightmare. But actually, you know, in 11th place, oh, it's bowling back there. It's more like a bowling alley here at Silverstone. More cars off. And then through the first corner on lap number 3, KTM Crossbow is going to extend. I'm just going to make sure he's not getting past there. Going to totally block him off aggressively. But he's up the inside still. KTM Crossbow takes 10th place. This is a different guy though compared to the Road Atlanta race. And then coming up the middle straight, it's going to get very hairy up ahead. As you can see, plenty of guys within very close proximity. It's not going to be the three-way that I had a couple of months ago. In fact, it's going to be a very messy four-way here. Not what we like to see. We prefer nice clean action, but this really is not the case here. So we're going to round out the lap, and it's going to be the halfway mark into the race. It's going to, well, it's very close actually. 3 cars just ahead and 3 cars just behind me now, and I'm in the middle of a meaty sandwich. As these guys, they probably know what's up. They're going to have to team up with Super GT to try and stay ahead and make sure they don't have to buy a new console. So into the tight hairpin. Let's see what happens here. KTM Crossbow off. No surprises there actually. They've all wiped each other out. They need to be working as a team. Well, they're simply not doing that. Honda NSX goes through, and I expect him to drive away. So we have a 1-lap shootout towards the end of the race now. The Porsche is right on my tail. I'm in 7th place, so still a decent position. I seem to be able to finish within the top 10 in this car, which isn't too bad. It's only 757 rated. This is S-Class, so I'm giving away about 33 PI. So I could make it harder for myself, but this car really, it is still a few seconds off the pace, definitely. Now, they are going to try to ram me through that corner. I'll just about hold it together. He's going to go up my outside. That thing's got pretty decent speed, actually, especially given that I'm in a Bugatti. But then into the last couple of corners, it goes a little bit wide. And I'm going to cut back for a late apex. Look at that. Just cutting ahead of him. And we're just going to park it on the apex. Like Jose Mourinho, parking the bus. And there's nothing they can do to get past that unless they smash me off. And I'm going to round out the final turn to finish in 7th position. To round out quite a decent stock car challenge. And I really did enjoy recording this one. and it's actually a fairly cool car to drive. So thank you for the suggestion. And if you have any more, please do let me know in the comments below, and I'll try to get them done for you. So there we go, guys. Another stock car challenge in the books. I hope you enjoyed it. Please do subscribe if you'd like to see more. Hit the like button if you did enjoy, and I shall see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.